Hello, my YouTube viewers. Moogle847 back again, and welcome back to the Moogle Cafe. Now, today, I know I seem a little bit kind of on watch here. Apparently, our area is in a possible tornado warning, so at least until 11:30 or 11:15 tonight, which is all of about 25 more minutes. So, figure just kind of help alleviate a little bit of my fears and help you guys out a little bit, or at least make you guys feel better. And believe me, there will be I will try to get one more review out for tomorrow before I go off for a few days. Going to go up and visit the family, but I figured today, especially after the disappointment of everyone, or that everyone had after Legend of Zelda got pushed back, or at least the new Legend of Zelda for Wii U and X got pushed back, that I'd go ahead and talk about, pull this out of the sheath here, the Legend of Zelda. So, and I will also go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and rope in Zelda II into this as well, because they are kind of direct sequel on that one. But Legend of Zelda is one of those games that kind of happened, or that ended up happening, that caught everyone off guard. I mean, first off, you actually are running around on a map trying to discover new things. Which, yeah, that's usually what happens when you're playing a brand new video game, but here the idea isn't so much that you are discovering just like, hey, there's this other path I can go over here, but it's more of an action adventure, where you're exploring the world, killing monsters, and trying to make yourself better, so that way you can save the Princess Zelda from from an evil being known as. There's a good bit of wind there. That was a thunderstorm. But you end up finding this evil known as Ganon, and Ganon is, like I said, he's got a hold of Princess Zelda, and you are also looking for pieces of the Triforce of Wisdom. And Link is supposed to have the Triforce of Courage, but that's about all you really get out of this game. You just kind of run around and play the game, and once you beat Ganon, you win the game, and you can start a secondary quest. You can also start the secondary quest early by typing your name in as Zelda on the main screen. Now, one of the main controversies of this game is the fact that a lot of people have for years have gone up and said, and by all means, if you want to piss off a Legend of Zelda fan real badly, just go up and keep saying to them, Zelda's the green guy, right? Yeah, there have been many people tagged in the balls for that one. Usually with a boot. It's amazing. But, like I said, there wasn't much going on with Zelda 1. Zelda 2, however, they changed things up a little bit. Because, first off, you weren't actually doing this, sorry, there's some of my feet there. You weren't actually going up and, doing the overhead adventure where you're up there swinging your sword and all that. They actually made it side-scrolling. Now, I mean, you had an overworld section where you could wander around and you'd run into a monster. But then you had this whole side-scrolling section where you're killing monsters, excuse me, and earning experience points. And these experience points help you to grow Link, make him stronger. The only drawback to this particular thing is the fact that every time Link dies, well, at least every time he gets a game over, you start back at the very beginning, and unless you have saved the game at certain points and made sure that you've destroyed a bunch of items that happen to be in your way, by God, you will hate this game. This game is actually one of the hardest Zelda games out there. And it's all because you're trying your best to get through it and it just keeps kicking your ass. It's just, But with with that particular Zelda game, though, you end up actually, or it's the first one that actually gave us Dark Link, which has made like several cameos since his debut in Zelda 2, including being a like alternate costume or an alternate costume for Link in Smash Brothers, and sorry, also you had him as give me a second. You had him in Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, and you also had him in Zelda Twilight Princess make a cameo. But this game was the one that pretty much put him on the map, and he was a pretty hard boss because he kind of fought and mimicked you exactly what you were doing. And I mean, there's a way to actually corner him and kill him that way, but you got to be real lucky and really patient. But the point is, for this game, Zelda's asleep. She was put under a spell by this wizard, and eventually, yeah, you end up fighting that, or fighting Dark Link and freeing Zelda from the spell. Of course, one fun part of that is that every time you actually lose, you get a nice little game over screen with a voice laughing at you, and it says, "The Return of Ganon." This game flat out is like, "Oh, you died? You lost? Well, screw you. Ganon's back. Enjoy." But yeah, like I said, for Zelda 1, if I were to actually give it my rating, I'm gonna say that it's a pretty solid B. Zelda 2, I'm gonna go with a C plus on that one, just because yeah, it's still has enough timelessness to it, but just compared to the first game, I don't like it as well as the first game. Now, granted, the first game I've only beaten it once, and that was luckily on my 3DS. But I have never been able to actually repeat it, and that's kind of sad. And Zelda 2, I've only beaten through what was that? The NES Remix series. That was the only time I've actually beaten that one. But you know, like I said, I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying to beat that, and I'm pretty sure I can. So, but anyway, that's all I've got to say on those two. Um, I will actually start talking more about the rest of the series because I've got a friend of mine that got me playing, or got me back playing Skyward Sword, and it's suddenly got my thoughts going on it. So I'm gonna go through all the Zelda series that I've already played, and before I forget, because I know this will come up in the comments, and trust me, I always love reading your guys' comments. Your comments are great. Keep going, and like I said, keep liking and subscribing my stuff. I gotta keep getting this thing to, keep getting popular. But I will go ahead and say I have played Zelda Wand of Gamelon on the CDi. I had a buddy of mine that actually owned a CDi. And I don't remember much about it except that I hated that one. Because I hated all the rupee collecting just to get bombs and everything else I had to do. And you had to stab the rupees with your sword. You couldn't walk over them. And I just remember the shopkeeper in there, whenever you didn't have enough money, scared the living shit out of me. So, believe me, the believe me, when it comes to the CDI Zeldas, no, no, they're they're just they suck. However, I will give it one good redeeming feature. Wand of Gamelon had one of the best overworld themes I had heard in a long time. I mean, trust me, go. I mean, after you finish watching the rest of this video, go look it up on YouTube. Zelda 2 or Zelda 1. Excuse me. Zelda Wand of Gamelon Overworld. Trust me, listen to that. You will. I mean, it is. It actually is really good, guys. All right, trust me on that. But anyway, that's all I've got to say on that. So do not. I mean, because I've never played Faces of Evil, and I've never played Zelda's Adventure, and I'm actually considering myself lucky on the fact that I've never played either of those. So yeah, like I said, Wand of Gamelon, even though it's got good music, or at least for the overworld, F. There you go. It's got an F. It's bad. No, nope, nope. I mean, you wouldn't think I would give an F rating to a Zelda game. That, though, those three games, I'm just flat out just F. Fuck this game. No, we're not doing this ever again. No. And we'll also loop in Hotel Mario just so that way I don't have to deal with it ever again. So all four of the Nintendo based games for the CDI F. So there you go. Gave you guys a little bonus on that one just because I like you guys. You're awesome. But yeah, like I said, keep liking, subscribing. Any of you new viewers, like and subscribe. Keep the Moogle Cafe going, because one of these days I will actually try to do better with this. But trust me, right now, keep liking and subscribing. We gotta keep this channel going. Alright. Yep, guys. We'll head out of here. Hey, look at that. We're down to about, it's about 20 minutes. I don't know. I was lost track of time. Anyway, so I will see you all on the next one. Take care, everybody.